Okay everyone, since my last video on the non-warming of Antarctica, yet more evidence has emerged that polar meltdown and its associated catastrophic sea level rise is not happening. Research by Monaghan and others in Journal of Geophysical Research analysed temperature data from research stations across the Antarctic continent since 1960 and found that, quote, near-surface temperature trends are statistically insignificant on annual timescales within every data set analysed for both longer, that's 1960 to 2002, and shorter, 1982 to 2001, periods, unquote. This is very significant because if Antarctica stays cold, no catastrophic sea level rise. And yet there is developing a wider and wider disconnect between the evidence that fails to show any catastrophic climate change and the shrillness of those who believe in it, as well as the authoritarian jackasses featured in my Holocaust denial video. Look at this masterpiece letter to New Zealand's Dominion Post newspaper by Dr. John K. Munro. Quote, anyone who still considers that climate change is not the biggest single issue facing every individual on Earth should be excluded from voting in this or any future election, unquote. As I've pointed out in my other videos, the threat from global jihad is far outstripping the threat from sea level rise of 20 centimetres or 2 degrees Celsius temperature rise over the next century. However, a close second would have to be the threat to our freedoms so blatantly called for by global warming fanatics such as Dr. John K. Munro. This manufactured panic and its agenda of global restrictions on energy not only threaten the freedoms of people in wealthy countries, but will also keep the world's poorest people locked in absolute poverty.